Hello, my beautiful souls! Finally, we are starting the series of lessons astrology for beginners. My name is Sasha. I'm a Vedic astrologer, numerologist, and educator. And on this channel, Shine From Within, we are talking about astrology as a practical tool to make our lives better. And yes, very often in my videos, I'm speaking astrology language, and for a lot of people it is hard to comprehend like what exactly I'm talking about. I know that a lot of people really feel like digging a little bit deeper, but where to gain those knowledges? Here here I'm super happy to share, and we're gonna unfold how astrology works step by step. And the first lesson, it's called What is birth chart? What is this birth chart? Yeah. And before we start, I would like to bring in 3 goals of astrology. And I really want you to understand that astrology is not just, those like zodiacs and something. No, it's not a technical thing. Technical part is important, but overall it is a spiritual practice. It's a very deep philosophy, and when you start understanding it, that practicing astrology is already a spiritual practice. It changes a lot in life through just learning it. And a lot of people, they don't know such things, and a lot of people don't understand how you can use it. So 3 goals of astrology. First one is to understand yourself, to understand like deep self-discovery, who you are. Yeah, what are your strengths and weaknesses, your talents and challenges? Yeah, like seeing your bright and your dark side, because only from this full understanding you can come to an acceptance. So this self-knowledge is a step to self-acceptance, and self-acceptance is a step to self-love. So first goal is to discover who you are, find peace with it, and start loving yourself, start using all this for good purposes. Then the second one is to understand people around, because everyone is different, everyone is so unique, and very often we feel confused, like why people do certain things, why they are the way they are. And astrology, it helps unfold why is it so. So then when we understand other people, it gives us what? Acceptance. We start accepting them for who they are, and then from acceptance comes what? Love. Then we can love other people, we can find peace and we can improve our relationship. And the third goal is to actually get out of our patterns, because yes, astrology chart, it shows the patterns, these traits that we are used to, that they kind of like run in our system, and most of our lives we actually live unconsciously. We just like keep doing things without even thinking for a bit like why we are doing them this way. So astrology shows all these patterns, and then when we can recognize the pattern, we at this very moment we get a choice, because we can make a different action. We can change something, we can react differently, we can act differently, and this is how we start changing our lives. So we can get out of those patterns, find this freedom, and truly become masters of our lives. So astrology, it gives so much depth and so much value. It's a very powerful tool. And if we are speaking about the birth chart, so it is like a navigation system for your karma. Yes, we have to talk about such important things. And in this specific lesson, I'm not going to dive deeper into what karma is. Probably I will create a separate one. But yeah, we need to understand that whatever we were doing in our previous lives, the results of those actions, the accumulated results of those actions, they turn into our nowadays life. So the results of our actions, they are shown in our birth chart. And there are 3 types of karma, of those results that we can see in the chart. Finally, I have a chance to write something on my board. So the first type of karma, it's called dridha karma. Dridha. And dridha karma is that kind of karma which is fixed. This is something what is really, really hard to change, or probably we need to say that it's unchangeable. So these are certain things that are shown in the chart, and that person will have to experience one way or another. This is something what we cannot change. And if we're talking about the examples, then we cannot change the family where we were born, for example, right? Whatever you do, your parents still gonna be your parents. Or for example, like the color of your eyes. I have brown eyes, and like I cannot change it. Nowadays, people are trying to do something with it. But if we're talking about normal attitude, like this is something what you cannot change. And there are a lot of other things that we cannot change. Sometimes there will be a question like, why would I want to change it? But human nature, we're looking for something all the time. So and there are sometimes some tough moments, some tough experiences that we have to go through, and again, they cannot be changed. So this is the sort of answer to the question why, for example, bad things happen to small kids. When they come, they didn't do anything bad, but then they could get some unpleasant disease. Karma, something what manifests, if it's dridha karma, so it means that it cannot be changed. For example, if the person was born blind, right? So then what are the chances to change it? Again, science is nowadays working on these things, but I don't know. 100 years ago, if person was born blind, the person was still blind for the whole life. Dridha karma. So then the next one is dridha-adridha. Dridha-adridha. So this one is already semi-changeable. So dridha, it means that is unchangeable. Adridha, it means that it's changeable. So in this case, we're talking about dridha-adridha. It's semi-changeable. It means that things can be changed with effort. With a lot of effort, but still there can be improvement. For example, the person was born with weak immunity or with some disease, but through life, through developing certain lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, exercising, the right way of eating, healthy diet and stuff, so person can change it and become, these situations when it was a very weak child, but then sport, physical activity, right diet and stuff, and then it's already someone strong. So things, they can be changed. Did it require effort? A lot effort and time, but the results are there. So there are things that we can change. And then there is also dridha karma. Dridha karma. So dridha karma, as you already know, this is something flexible. This is something what we can change, and usually it is something what is easy to change. And a lot of people, they don't get the fact that one of the easiest areas to make a difference is relationship. Or for example, sometimes it's career. Because adridha, it means you put some effort and things are changing. With your career, right? If you want to get a better position, you need to do what? I don't know, sometimes work a little bit harder. Take some extra responsibilities, but then it's growing. Or you need to learn something. You need to get a better qualification. You go, you study, you get a promotion. Yeah, so there are things that we can influence. With relationship, it's about changing our perspective or learning how to, you know, like deal with people. Sometimes actually getting achievements in career field it's easier than in relationship, but in relationship it very often related to our attitude. So when we change attitude, things are also changing, and as I said, it's not always that hard. Sometimes even small shift can make a big change. So you see, our birth chart, it shows karma, and it shows all the types: dridha, dridha-adridha, and adridha karma. And there is this praying. I'm going to read it because I'm not going to say it as great as it is by heart. So it sounds like this: God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, dridha karma, courage to change the things that I can, adridha karma, and wisdom to know the difference, astrology. So you see, this is what astrology. Yeah, with dridha karma, we get to acceptance. With adridha karma, we put effort. With dridha-adridha, we also put effort. So yeah, everything is quite clear. And astrology, it shows us what's the difference, where we need to put effort and where we need to get acceptance. Isn't it a wonderful tool, huh? I personally find it exceptional. Okay, now let's get to more technical stuff. Yeah, so this is all interesting, but tell me, am I a Leo or what? So let's get to technical stuff. The birth chart is a picture or like a screenshot of the sky at the moment the person was born. It is unique. It is related to the place and time the person was born, and even for twins, it is gonna be different, because twins, they get born at least with couple minutes apart. Even if it's a C-section, it's still like it takes couple minutes. So these couple minutes, the shift is happening there. So as I said, like birth chart is such a unique thing, and it's an image of the sky, of all the planets and placements there. So it's not just one zodiac sign as you used to read in magazines and stuff. No, it's so much more. And there are, let's for now say that there are three fundamental things in the birth chart. The first one is planets, then houses, and then zodiac signs. There is one more, but let's see if we will be unfolding it here or not. Okay, I'll tell you, it's nakshatras. It's, yeah, planetary mentions, but like, let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple so that you can have like certain level of clarity and that you can apply to your own charts or charts of your relatives, friends, beloved, and so on. Yeah, so planets, houses, and zodiac signs. And to turn astrology into a tool, we need to go through stages. First one is calculation, then representation, and then the most important is synthesis. Well, probably calculation is the most important, because if calculations are wrong, the rest is useless. But nowadays we are very lucky. Yeah, we have all these sophisticated programs that allow us make calculations in almost one click. And yeah, previously, to be an astrologer, you had to have certain level of math skills, yeah, mathematical skills. You were supposed to be able to make all those calculations, to make them accurate, and from there you can start interpreting. So before, calculations were like the biggest part of the job. Nowadays, you see, astrology became very popular. Why? Because again, the access is quite easy. All these calculations, they are done automatically, and you still need to have like certain talent in math to be a good astrologer, but it's not as necessary as it was previously. So again, astrology became widely accessible. So calculations, and soon I will tell you the website where you can calculate your chart absolutely free. It's a good one. It has very good level of accuracy. Maybe if you're not the first time here, you already know. But anyway, before we jump into calculations, let's discuss what you're gonna see there. Yeah, representation. So the chart in Vedic astrology, it differs from Western type. So there it's the circle, yeah, and here we have two types, by the way. Here we go. I created an illustration for you. So there are two types. This one is called Northern Indian style, yeah, or diamond style. It kind of looks like diamond, yeah, and this one is called Southern Indian style. What's the difference? The difference is in the way how they work. So they will show the same thing, but in northern style, houses are staying fixed. But in southern style, zodiac signs are staying fixed. So let me show you how it works for the southern style, but then we're gonna stick to northern one. For some reason, it's a little bit more popular and people use it more often. Professional astrologer is supposed to be able to operate with any of these styles, be like easygoing despite the style. But here we have an overview and we will stick to one. So for the southern style, I'm pretty sure you know zodiac signs, yeah, and here they always stay the same, and here always will be Aries, and then the next one is going to be Taurus, and then Gemini, Cancer, Leo, yeah, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So these zodiac signs, they're going to be always in these places. What will be different? The houses, they will be moving, and the planets, they will be moving. So for now, don't think about it much. Just remember that in southern style, zodiac signs, they are fixed. But what we will be learning with and what we will be exploring and using, it's the northern style. And here, the houses, they stay fixed. So remember, we started that there are three fundamental things, which are planets, houses, and zodiac signs. So let's start with houses. Houses, they represent different areas of our life. And in the following lessons, we will be talking about houses, like more deeper in detail. For now, let's just remember how they are calculated. And in northern style here, let's say in the top square, always will be the first house. And then counterclockwise, it will be second house, third house, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So houses are gonna be fixed and they always will be like this. So whenever I say like something in the first house, you need to think about this top square. Fifth house, this bottom triangle. So they're always there. And if you cannot remember them from the beginning, then first of all, you can draw it for yourself in your notepad, or you can remember that here is the first house, and from there with your finger you go second, third, fourth, and you calculate. It's very normal in the beginning, so you can use it. There is no shame in it. You know, when I started studying, and like it was a lot of information, and like, yeah, I was sitting there first, second, third, After you do it 10 times, you remember. So houses responsible for different areas, and they stay fixed in this representation of the chart. So then the next thing, zodiac signs. And here I created the list of zodiac signs and we number them. So it is very important for you to remember which number goes for what zodiac sign. Yeah, so this connection, relationship, number and zodiac sign, you need to put it down so that you wouldn't forget. Again, I'm not providing any like conspect, any text or like any kind of materials. Why? Not because I don't want to do it or something, but when you write it down with your very own hand, then you remember it better. It's a part of education. You put a little bit of effort, you write it down, then you can always open your notes. But the fact, like while you are writing, you start already remembering things better. So it is actually for your very own good. So here we go. The first one is Aries, then second, Taurus, third, Gemini, fourth, Cancer, fifth, Leo, sixth, Virgo, seventh, Libra, eighth, Scorpio, 9th, Sagittarius, 10th, Capricorn, 11th, Aquarius, and 12th, Pisces. These numbers, they will be important very, very soon. So there is another element of our birth chart, which is called planets. Ta-da! I'm pretty sure there is no big surprises here as well, so you probably know what kind of planets we use in astrology. Well, it differs. We use only those that we can see and mystical ones. And here are very standard ways how they are shown in the chart with just 2 letters. It's actually very easy to guess, but let's just walk it through. So it's going to be Sun, and again, Sun is a star. We're not stupid. Yeah, we know that Sun is the star, but in astrology we call all celestial bodies as planets. So Sun, then Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. So those are major planets that we all know. And then we have also our mystical planets, Rahu and Ketu, which are not even planets, they are just dots. I will explain a little bit more when we will talk about planets. So yeah, Rahu is a northern knot, Ketu is the southern knot. Despite lacking of physical body, they are strong, powerful, and as I said, very mystical. So these are planets. Now, let's see how the chart will look after the calculation. This is not the final version, but let's do it step by step. For example, you input your data and then you got the chart calculated and you see this diamond system. And then what you need to do, first of all, you need to figure out what is your rising sign or what is your ascendant, and it's gonna be in the first house. Where is the first house? The first house is always in the same place, and it is in this top square. And now you're supposed to tell me, but there is number 5 there. Yeah, why is there number 5? Remember, we were just talking that you need to remember the numbers for zodiac signs. So all these small numbers that you will see in the chart, they go for zodiac signs. And now check your notes, or maybe you already know number 5, it means what? It's Leo. So in the first house there is zodiac sign Leo, and it means that for this person, rising sign gonna be Leo, or the person has ascendant in Leo. If there will be number 8, for example, then it will be Scorpio, rising Scorpio, or ascendant in Scorpio. But let's stick to this one and let's place our planets, because planets, they move in the sky. They fall into certain zodiac signs. The certain zodiac signs, they fall into certain houses, and that's how we get our chart. Let's put what? Let's have Moon, Then let's have Sun, Mars, Mercury. And let's have it with Venus and Jupiter, Saturn, and then Rahu Ketu. Did I get them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 planets. 9 planets. Yeah. We got them all. So what do we see here? We have rising Leo with Rahu in Leo in the first house. Then we have Mars in the second house in Virgo, number 6. Then we have Moon in the fourth house in Scorpio. Then we have Sun in the fifth house in Sagittarius. Ketu in seventh house in Aquarius. Mercury and Venus in the 10th house in Taurus. And then Jupiter in the 11th house in Gemini, and Saturn in the 12th house in Cancer. So if you got what I just said, it means that you are doing great. If not, then I recommend you to watch it again, and then everything will get into places. So from here we can say again, rising Leo, Moon Scorpio, Sun Sagittarius. Of course, it's not like now we can make the synthesis. That's what we will be learning through our lessons, but already, yeah, you see the power in this person. I just created a chart of someone. This is random, but it seems like a chart of a very powerful person, huh? Someone very strong, yeah, very energetic, ambitious, a very goal-oriented person. So what do we do now? The website where we create our charts. And it's called vedichoro.com. So let's do it together. Here we go. Let's just type example, or you can put your own name. Then, I don't know, 1st of March, 1997. Random. Yeah, then the time of birth, it's quite important to know the exact time of birth to make it accurate, so then we can create a very accurate chart, but sometimes we can still learn something about the person, like using other tools. You will learn it. But okay, for example, I don't know, 456. Where? London. And calculate. Here we go. Here is the chart, and what you supposed to be interested is this chart called D1. This is the main chart. It's also called Rasi or Rashi. Yeah, and this is what we will be dealing with. I created a very boring example because what kind of rising sign we have here? We have Leo. What a coincidence. Even Moon is in Scorpio. And Mars. Oh my God. I'm amazed and surprised at the same time why there are so many coincidences here. But okay, let's create another one. And what can we do? Let's change the time of birth. Yeah, let's try, for example, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Same thing. Yeah, 8 a.m. Calculate. You see, different image. At 8 a.m. was rising what? This is the first house, and the 12th here means that it was rising Pisces. Where is the moon? Moon, it is still in Scorpio, but it's already in the 9th house. Where is the sun? Sun is in Aquarius, same thing, but it is where? In the 12th house. So the different situation, the different chart, different meanings, different placements. And now you have your homework to create your own chart. And please Let me know in the comments what have you discovered, because if you never dealt with Vedic astrology, then like 75% of people discover that their placements are different. Yeah, and that they actually make more sense usually. So yeah, write in the comments what is your rising sign, what is your moon sign, and what is your sun sign. And if you are capable of writing in which house, you can also write it there. I would be very curious to hear from you and hear your calculations. And please don't forget to subscribe, because it's a continuous ongoing series of lessons, and if you want to learn more, stay tuned. We're going to finish the lesson with mantra, which means may all beings be happy, and it sounds like Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. So let's sit up straight. Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu.